books. 12-0 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go! Brand 38!
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Ma come, ma porco, signore, è grande il signore.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Brissett on 1st down.
Vaffanculo.
Down he goes. The son Reddick in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go!
Brissett sets to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression.
Assai costa fare il cambio.
Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
No, in genere costa qualche 100 euro. Guarda che io una volta l'ho fatto, perché sì, poi il cambio è una cosa tu, ti pare che ti fanno l'offerta.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right.
No, assai la picchi un cipogghiere solo magari. Cioè io avessi il biglietto. Alle 9 ti saluto. Il problema è che li farebbe divertire. Sarebbe il viaggio più divertente di Andrea e Virgi. Sì, li farebbe divertire. Sì, però Paride si c'è divertito in Messi. No, era con la zita Paride, però... Ah sì, questo è anche vero.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on.
Ti fa fottere alle risate, Andrea, tu non hai idea. Tu Alessandro ancora non te lo sei vissuto in vacanza.
Still a nice play by the defense.
Sì, compa, Roberto. No, Roberto e Valeria, dai, quando non... Ah, cioè, sì, è pure vero, però è pure vero che Alessandro ci scommetterebbe.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
ci metterei la mano sul fuoco su Alessandro.
Could be 4 down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a pitch out to Michel. Able to push his way through. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Sì, il negro è proprio... Ormai è Saverio quel negro. Ormai quel negro è Saverio.
They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the red zone now, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
No, minchia, mi ha rotto Berrio.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Porca puttana.
He's sacked back at the 24. Shalik Calhoun in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston.
No! Minchia, io forse non posso calciare. Minchia, 2 sack di seguito, porca parte a 26.
For his 5th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Minchia punt. Come mi fa calciare dalle 34.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 4th down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, let's go. What?
Now Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's low. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they will run it with Michelle. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
Final play of the half here. Winston.
Un coglione, ho fatto finire il tempo con 2 timeout. Che coglione.
Down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete here.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play fake, Winston.
Insomma, come cazzo è che 5 su 9 mi sta facendo, figlio di puttana.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over.
No, l'intercetto. Ma vaffanculo, va.
37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go. 190.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett.
Fumble! Si pareva non lo pigliavano loro.
But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Hey.
To throw, Brissett. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett.
Chiaramente holding.
Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Moscardo.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ready. Blue ready.
Again, it's Michelle. Oh, look at the juke. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Jameis to throw it. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's
Vedi come mi andò a giocare sta screen, sta cosa
I
inutile.
think are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
4 down. Ready. Blue ready.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Cioè, mi scassò 2 ricevitori, tu immagini? Chiaramente il titolare.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mi è rimasto chiaramente dei 3 titolari, quello con 85 di speed.
Again, it's Winston.
Oh, fumble, no, piglia. No, dico, vabbè. Maria.
fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Play action now, Winston.
No, mi stanno droppando tutte cose. Riserve di merda.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right
Still
about
third down.
that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Ready? Blue, ready. Easy, 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 easy. Check. Crunch. Sonic. Let him go.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
No,
And he
intercetto di
fires
nuovo.
one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Chargers getting set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going
No,
crazy on
fuori
that
gioco
sideline
fai
because that drives
non è
them
fuori
berserk
gioco,
to
non è
come
manco
off the field.
l'aggressivo.
Not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Jumpy on the
Still
right
first
side of
down.
the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Let's go. What? 90.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Veramente.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Brissett.
Vai.
Pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, got three down. Let's go. Round 38.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
On third down, Brissett.
Minchia, non mi sono lisciato un secca. Puttana diva, io alla fretta di premere X.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call monkey.
No, terzo intercetto. Vabbè.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Gronkowski,
Sulle 20 ho lanciato intercetto sulle 20 pop.
Sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few
Maria come l'ho preso, Fuca. Grande.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Roberto Aguayo for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Yeah.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready. Black 22. Where's 52? Hot.
On play action, Winston. Now he's forced out left.
No, ma vedi che cazzo. Ma mi sta 7 e 17.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready. Blue ready. Watch for the foul shot.
To throw is Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
A first down throw for Brissett. And he is going to be taken down.
Buonasera.
And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Redivivo. Come piace a noi.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough.
Perché vi dovete divertire a fare un cazzare di
As we
nuovo.
get going in quarter number 4.
Compreso.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up
Sei stato
facing
chiarissimo.
second and a bundle.
Let's go. What? 9.
From the gun, here's Brissett.
Merda.
Porco minchia, ma
Catch is
Man.
made. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really
Sembri come si chiama l'assessore Palmiro Cangini. Non so se vi ricordate.
coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Come on, let's go. What? 9. What?
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Clay Matthews in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ma a parte che me ne sono andato anche perché era tardi.
Here's Drew Kaiser now.
sì, uno da te non se l'aspetta che tiene
So
così.
he's on to punt it away.
Ma sì, sta entrando. Ma minchia, ma siete veramente degli stronzi. Cioè stiamo combattendo contro due. Uno l'ammazziamo, rimane l'altro. Io ci sto sparando e voi prendete e ve ne andate. Ma che merda siete? Non lo so.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pick up there at 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to
Carle,
run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
vergogna, schifo. Senza parole.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what
No, ma perché holding? Ma perché holding? Non c'entra un cazzo.
Has to leave too much time on the clock.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Offense. Ah, illegal block dei miei coglioni.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go now. Ready. Black 25 behind.
Boh. No, vabbè, minchia, qui stanno giusto. Cazzo si fa che a un certo punto iniziano a giocare come Dio sceso in terra? Ma perché? Che sto facendo una birra mostruosa.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The run hasn't worked the last
Annacciatelo
couple of
pure voi là,
plays.
se no
Now it's
questo
3rd and
cretino si
14.
Ready. Black 25.
infatti
Working out of the
era
gun.
il compagno.
No, no, quarto intercetto.
Questa è musica per le mie orecchie.
That is a play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On 1st and 10, Brissett looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's Brissett. This complete to Henry over the middle. The reception good for 7.
Non puoi capire, non puoi capire la vita. Perché in realtà vinco, però in realtà vinco una partita dove mi hanno intercettato un sacco di volte. Vinco 12-3, palla a lui sulle mie 44. Aspetta. No, la perdo sicuro.
Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No, vabbè, tanto vabbè. No, ora lo trovo, poi non sono al limite, non lo trovo.
Maria l'ho deflettata. Maria l'ha deflettata.
So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A give. This is Michelle. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
Do you think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing.
Vabbè,
Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Possiamo infatti, se no poi no, facciamo yeah, quello è il palloncino.
Go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. on the ground, Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to
Rotto pure Michel. Olè.
No, io sono sti figli di... Eccoli, eccoli. Sono al camion.
Ready. Black 22.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. New England on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. Blue ready. Black 25 got it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's low. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Andre.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Ready. Blue ready.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after
Sure, yeah.
this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ready. Blue ready. Black 25 got it.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two.
Ma esce del 76.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive
Il
side of the
film
ball,
dici, no?
he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashes
Vabbè, penso sia contemporaneo al... Sì, dico, il film è del 76, lo so perché lo facevano l'altra sera, avevo visto l'anno, notando che è di un anno più grande di me.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go. White, none.
Out of the gun, Brissett.
Okay.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and
Già
keep
preso
hope
l'uomo più
alive
brutto
here
della
on
storia.
4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. White, 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Non dire come l'ha intercettato, perché
And that
bene.
should do it. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2
La
scores.
riservaria
You make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. And now a carry here for
Oh,
the
finalmente, già
and he
adesso è
tries
un
to
po' più
pull
carino.
forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Hey, ready. Black, what is that? Ready, go.
They go play action. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Aspetta, qua ci
And a
sono
bit of a mistake
funghi.
there. This is well into the end
Boccetta
zone
non
for
è
a
nessuno.
touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Brissett to throw on first. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What?
Here's Brissett. It's caught on the right side. Williams. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Visto che sono due potrei anche prenderli.
First down, Brissett.
Però qualcuno si deve prendere.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Ah, ma noi dobbiamo tornare di là. Dobbiamo tornare a questo verso zona da zona c'è una macchina là, c'è una macchina.
I think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Come on, let's go. What?
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic
ogni tanto
defenses.
girare
But you
tutta la
have to do it
montagna.
anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Infatti, rimaniamo
It'll go
qua.
as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that in this one.
Distruggi la macchina.
Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it.
Ah, vabbè,
They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Pats, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on